Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the first video of Throw Iron, Meal Up and Pass Out. I'm Josh, Big J Clark. This is Scott, the Wildcard Andrews. And this is the first video we've made, and this is a little bit of an intro, a little bit of a chest session with a few accessory exercises that we run through. And we're hoping to be regular with the uploads and just be organic about it.
Okay, unscripted. This is it's not like the other shows you see.
Just get it done, because that's what we're about, getting shit done. So basically, throw iron is the training in the gym, mealing up is getting the macronutrients in, and then passing out is getting adequate recovery. So that's pretty much our training philosophy here. We like to bring a little bit of science to it. I met Scotty T here at university where we were studying
it was introductory sports nutrition at Institute for Sports Science.
Yeah, so we've got a degree in sports science. He's currently doing a master's in strength and conditioning. So for people like Rich Piana and CT Fletcher, you know,
nice guys.
They're nice guys, and they run their mouths off about education. We like to bring a little bit of education and science to the training, and you know, we respect them for their practical knowledge, and obviously they're real fucking big. So what they do works, but like we like to be healthy about it as well. So
yeah, you don't want to grow your intestines out, grow the heart out, die young.
No.
I mean, if you want it, that's fine. You know.
Bang shit into your veins if you want. At this stage of our training, we're not really about that. We just want to see how far we can get naturally. So what did we run through today, Scotty?
We did the flat bench press to start for 8s. We just warm up with the bar with the warm up.
Yeah.
Try and keep it nice and dynamic as well. So try and bring it slow to the chest. You know, really press powerfully off.
Bit of time and tension for the fibers there.
Yeah, as well, that's right. You can maybe even do 2 warm-up sets. So you do a little bit of dynamic, then a little bit more time under tension.
So we both started with just the bar weight and then moved on to 60 for 8.
Yep.
I think you went on to 80 and I went to 70.
Yep.
And we just kept going up incrementally, and I think you maxed out 100 for 8.
It was a bit of an arch, a bit of a dirty arch, but yeah, it was 100 for 8, and that felt quite good.
Yeah.
That was a genuine sort of maximum set for 8 for right now, for my body weight.
I think I hit 90 for 8, and then I just did a little overload for 100 for 5. And then we just repped out, so I think you threw 80 on the first.
Yeah, I think it was 80 for 12 or so.
That's pretty good, considering how depleted you were.
And the last 2 or 3 really slowed down, and it might be half run, but you're still working the pec.
Yeah.
In that half run, you know, the last press movement is more tricep.
Really accentuate that eccentric phase and stretch the fibers out and then explode it up if you can. Really under depletion, that'll build up the lactic and promote growth hormone secretion. So yeah, that's always good to hit the high volume stuff.
It is, and you need a good spotter. So if you're slowing down, you don't want someone aiding you too much with this sort of work. It's more, if the bar's moving back down, then you want to come in and
I
help.
think you'll notice with both me and Scott, we're coming under, we're not actually touching until the bar starts coming the wrong way. A lot of people make the mistake of freaking out as soon as they see someone pause or grab onto it and help them up. You don't want to do that. You want to at least have a fight with the bar and, you know, show that bitch who's boss.
Yeah. I'm the best in the borough, I'm the best in the city, I'm the best in the state, and the rest of you fake. Don't question the 8, throw the sketch in your face. Bang, bang, shoot 'em up, make a mess of the place. Oh, you an E-head, oh, you a weed head. I got the big guns, bigger than Max and Priest dreads. Fuck the rhyme though, I'm back on my grind mode. We get my connect, we keep it in kosher like Sean Poe. How that 9 go? Where your guns at? Faking moves, 8 is food, he a lunch pack. This a dumb rap, but I can rap smarter. The educated rapper, the African godfather. Just shooting spray, fuck Boomaye. Mandinka warrior, from the Isle of Jufaray. Y'all niggas know the flow is wicked, your bitch suck dick for show tickets, bitch. Yo, you a battle rapper, you be rapping in battles. I shoot this shit up, dude, it's a rap for the battle. Niggas yapping, they tattle, it's a rap when I catch you. Phone to your iPhone, you got clap at your Apple. I'm God's favorite, I'm flagrant with arms facing. I'm breaking your arms while niggas raping your moms naked. Be forever, I'm better than wordsmith. Lyrically Michael the Tyson, you Trevor the Burbick. Smack a nigga on sight, babe. Adidas track suits with Nikes. Me mugging who? Your jeans colorful. Rainbow bright, good night, I can't fuck with you. You get lame, homie, do your thing, homie, Put your head between your legs and do your thing, homie, literally. Y'all niggas is bitch boys, the last LP, I quit, boy.
It was 100 for 8, that means 140 for a single, so that's the maths we use, guys, so
Yeah.
140 for a single. That's the golden rule.
Yeah.
What you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? Hey, don't you know I got a key by the 3 when I chirp, shout the church band. Louis now said, when I'm holding all the work.
Not like we're gonna take a stick bomb and cherry face over.
Do it, like sir, new friend.
Here we go.
What you know about that? What you know about that? Hey, what you know about that? Hey, I know all about that. See me in your city pretty, know I'm shining dog. Riding with a couple Latin bras and I'm China dog. Hey, you know how we ball. Right in the shiny car, walking the designer mall. But everything we saw, you know about me, dog. Don't talk about me, dog.
Here we go, baby. Like, wait. Yep.
You know you don't like me cause your bitch most likely does. She see me on the judge in front of every club. I be on throwing buzz, gave every hoe a hug. Niggas don't show me mugs. Don't you know I got a key by the 3 when I chirp, shout the church band. Louis now said when I'm holding all the work.
Say Sparky, boys and girls. How you doing?
What you know about that? Hey, I know all about that. Loaded fofo on the low with the cheese at. Fresh out the jet to the jets where the cheese at. What you know about that? What you know about that? Hey, what you know about that? Hey, I know all about that. Candy on the 6-4, leather guts and fishbowl. Victor on the pinky ring just to make my fist glow. Yeah, bitches get low because I get dough. So what? I'm rich, ho. I still pull a kick though. What you talking shit for? And gotta run and hit folk. How you were yelling? I thought you pull out a gun and hit folk. But you's a scary dude. Okay. Believe by very few. Okay. Just keep it very cool. Okay. We will bury you. See all that attitude's unnecessary, dude. But you never carry tools. He's not even sweary cute. You got these people fooled. Who see you on the tube? Whatever try to do. They see you on I got a key by the 3 when I chirp, shout the church band. Louis now said when I'm holding all the work. Yeah. What you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? Hey, I know all about that. Loaded fofo on the low with the cheese. Hey, you fresh out the jet to the jets where the cheese at. What you know about that? What you know about that? Hey, what you know about that? Hey, I know all about that. Get to the block, burn the rubber with the top pop. Pop the bus shots and tell them stop and make the block out. Your label got cause you are not high. I got the top spot and it was not stop. Video and not doubt, we bustin' till the clock stop. Drag out that Bentley Cooper, take it to the chop shop. Partner, we not y'all. If it may pop off, I'll answer the question, will I get your block knocked off? It what it is, bro. Look out with Kia, bro. I'm in your hood. If you a gangster, what you here for? Somebody better get, bro, before he gets set for. Say you wanna squash it, what you still talking shit? I got a key by the 3 when I chirp, shout the church band. Louis now said when I'm holding all the work. Yeah, what you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? Hey, I know all about that. Loaded fofo on the low with the cheese at. Fresh out the jet to the jets where the cheese at. What you know about that? What you know about that? Hey, what you know about that? Hey, I know all about that.
So yeah, that's what we ran through, and then we did a few accessories. I did a couple of overhead presses. I'll do a voiceover and just explain what I was doing there with the external rotation. I'm also studying physiotherapy, so I'll try and throw a bit of rehab stuff and ideas to try and avoid injury in. And Scotty T's got a lot more expertise in the bodybuilding, so he'll be coming at you from that angle. So you were really trying to hit the upper portion of the pec there.
I was. I did some inclines. I'm still working on that. I worked up to 35 for 8.
Yeah.
And that was full range. And that, you know, I could try and do, they only have the 35s here at the gym we use. I mean, I nearly probably try and need to press about 40 for 8. I mean, I need to work up to that. But you want to, I mean, some people only want to start with the incline. Sometimes I will start with incline stuff to start. But today, I like the compound movements every second session.
Yep.
And so I did the bench. And I like to work around 8s, then 5s, then 3s, and 2s, and 1s, or maybe 3s straight to 1s. Yep. And we cycle that. So never do the same sort of rep ranges.
Yeah, we do bring a little bit of high volume, like 20 plus stuff, but you'll find that's only with really repping out. Whereas, you know, most of the bodybuilders on YouTube at the moment are preaching high volume, extremely high volume to get that pump. We're coming at it from a different angle of Henneman's size principle, which states that, you know, the harder the weight, the harder the load, the lower the reps are going to be obviously, but the more you're going to recruit that muscle fiber, and those thicker muscle fibers, the type 2s, the type 2Xs, and that sort of stuff. So science, you know, I can break it down further. We might even have a little science segment video. We don't know if this is like literally
if the viewers demand that.
Yeah,
you know,
so we can explain stuff in more depth. We just want to keep it sort of an understandable level for the minute. We're running low on battery, and we pretty much summed up everything, but we'll polish it up and we'll throw in the meal phase as well.
I think the meals are essential after.
Yeah, so we're finished here now, and we're gonna shoot off to the restaurant. What we really call the restaurant.
We're locals there. Yeah,
we're gonna get some chicken in, and we'll discuss a little more things in depth there, and just bring it to you that way. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. This is the meal up section of the introductory first video. Again, I'm Josh. This is Scotty T, and this is our special guest here, Mr. Dane Richter. So what we want to start with a little bit of intro. Do you want to kick things off with what you're about?
I will. Just with the meal up, just first of all, nutrients are essential after the workout. If you followed the first video, we did a chest session.
Yep.
We got the bench press for 8s. And then we also did a few other things, not all the caught on camera, but we broke it down for you in a little debrief.
Yeah.
Hungry Jacks was eaten as a post-workout. Ideally not so...
Don't do that frequently. That's okay every now and then. But we were struggling. It was...
We had to adapt to the situation. We don't want to go into details.
So I got... I got the chicken, the grilled chicken burger. That's only about 2,500 kilojoules. I got a serving of nuggets as well, just to get that extra protein in after the workout.
About 40 grams of protein in total, I would say.
Yeah. What did you get?
I got the Whopper with cheese. Maybe about the same protein, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe 40. I don't think so. I mean, but the cheese was there, a little bit more fats than normal, and there was a lot of salt on the chips and with the Coke. So that's not great for sodium intake. But I got it done, and then the cheesecake, half a cheesecake to follow.
Yeah, so this is what these two are eating now.
Is it Sarah Lee's day?
I'm trying to lean down a little bit because I'm a fat motherfucker who isn't strong enough for his weight, so that's what I'm at. Just backtrack a little bit, the intro. So just give us a quick rundown of your background and maybe just a few key impact statements about what you're about.
Yes, I've got a few posts on Facebook that would sum me up. Scott Andrews. I've done a little bit of sprinting in the past. Yep. Currently, I'm bodybuilding right now. I've done my first show back in May. I got a little bit too lean for that, so I'm back to bulking up now. Try to do a little bit cleaner. A lot of chicken, a lot of rice, a lot of Nando's. Bubble tea is good.
Yeah. When
they have the vanilla at Chartime at Waterford, that's good. If you're ever around that area near Kern University, go to the Nando's. They do pretty good stuff there. They know me quite well. They'll give you a good deal.
Okay. That's
Are we plugging businesses now? Or?
No.
Just saying how it is. Like that's what I do. Lots of chicken.
Let's
lots
keep
of bubble tea.
it focused. We don't want to appear too shabby yet.
The battery's low.
If you could say 3 words that sum you up, just hit me with 3 impact words.
Duh, motherfucker. Is motherfucker one word or is it?
Yeah. Okay.
That's what you need to be about.
He's a mutual friend, an athlete, 400-meter hurdler, and a world-class high jumper in the junior ranks. I met him through Scott here. Just run us down what you're about.
I'm a has-been. That's essentially what it is. I've retired now, so I'm going to be a prime example on this channel of that you can't keep eating what you were when you're actually doing high intensity fitness. Like, you're going to have some repercussions, you're going to get thicker around the waistline, and you just can't maintain that shit. So, that's pretty much what I'm about.
Let's put a positive spin on it now though. You've got a little time on your hands. He's an author as well. Put out a really good first 2 books. Second one I've had the pleasure of reading, not many other people have. First one's been published. We won't give it a plug right now because we've got a little something lined up for that later on in the series. But yeah, Dane Richter's the one to look out for. He's actually working on getting the bench press up a little bit, get a bit of mass on the chest. I'm going for 3 plates aside, so 140 before the end of the year. He's going for 120, which is a pretty big PD compared to what you were doing.
Yeah,
I mean, that's even heavier than what you were doing when you were fucking...
Well, I'm appealing to the superficial side of women. They really like the chest and shoulders.
Yeah, sun's out, guns out as well though. Okay.
So what we're goals here is what we're trying to set.
Yeah.
We've got that sorted.
Just briefly, me, I'm a ex-track sprint cyclist. Sort of not dog shit, but not great. Like I made the state team, I rode at nationals, did 1 or 2. I did 1 international event, that was okay. So yeah, I bring a little bit of sprinting pedigree to the mix as well, a bit of knowledge from that stuff. Basically, I'm just trying to lean down a bit. I was at 85 kilos maybe a year and a half ago. I'm now at 100 and, I don't even know, it was 120 like 3 months ago, so that's not good. And yeah, I'm just trying to get 3 plates aside on the bench, get my squat back to over 200 kilos and eventually start deadlifting again. Okay, moving on. Nutrition. Okay, so we spoke a little about post-nutrition.
So I fucked up the schedule.
That's
okay.
That's okay. Just quickly, what are your opinions on protein? When should you be taking it? When shouldn't you be taking it?
I have a saying, if you have a problem, throw some protein at it and usually it will fix it. If you're not getting big enough, quick enough, that's usually a protein insufficiency.
Carbs are important as well, but protein's the number one, should be the number one for everyone.
You want that in the morning to start. You want to bang that out before you go to sleep as well. That's a big thing.
Well, the muscle's protein. If you're not getting enough of it in, you're not going to put muscle on.
Yeah.
Don't neglect carbs and fats, but yeah, proteins, So you've been a bit of a fan of drinking that during the workout as well?
I've started, that's really helped me, especially if you're doing heavier weight stuff in between. You don't want to do it for legs. If you're doing high intensity legs, you'll vomit. Yeah, you'll vomit that up. So you want to keep it like little sips, just to keep the anabolic state present and keep the nitrogen levels high in the muscle and just keep things as strong as possible. Really, especially for your heavy. Upper body lifts more so. Legs, back you can, I find, but you want to keep that in check really.
When you were competing, did you have a schedule? When would you take your protein supplements?
Twice only. Once after workout and once before bed.
I did the same. I was straight after I finished in the gym or at the track, and then just before bed I'd have the slow release shit, just so you're getting that constant stream of it through the night to help recover.
And when you take the protein, you really got to up your fluids as well, because it's a lot for your kidneys.
Your kidneys and your liver and shit need to process that. So yeah, obviously I just grab it.
Yeah. The pail of water is essential, guys.
It's important. H2O. Get a big fucking drink bottle.
Don't want kidney fat.
That's a good little tip. I had timing written down. I think that was the timing of the protein, which we've covered.
Timing is key.
It is with a lot of things in life.
Absolutely.
I think the last little thing I'm going to talk about is just a little bit, off topic, but it's Call of Duty, the game. We had a real good battle, and
we didn't capture that, but it was.
When you're recovering, you like to mentally stimulate yourself, and what better to do that than a little bit of Xbox? So if there's any gamer fans out there, throw some comments up,
Send some footage even, in fact. Be organic about it.
But he plays ranked tactics, so that's not, you probably get critiqued.
Possibly, but it works to everyone.
Finally, just before we wrap it up, because the battery's about to die, and this has gone a little off track, but that's okay. What exactly is this?
This is it's a summer fruits, like raspberry mix cheesecake. I'm doing half of it.
It's wild berry. It's
wild berries.
Summer fruits was that mango shit.
Okay. Yeah, this is again post-workout. You just want a steady stream of calories.
You wouldn't recommend this for like a novice trainer who's not training very hard.
No. Most of the guys I see nowadays are dog shit, and we're trying to help here. Don't wear the fucking boat shoes and those shitty, pulled up pants like faggots. Don't do that. Just stop doing that.
Don't be eating 8,000 kilojoules worth of fat and sugar if you're not training hard, is what we're trying to get across.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't take this as no.
Because that's how you end up as fat as I am, and he's heading towards that too. But we're turning that around.
Eat to complement your genetics as
yes,
well.
like
You
when
need
we
to
were
test for that.
training friggin' 6 hours a day, this was a drop in the ocean. Eat to how you train, and don't be afraid of modifying things and changing it up. I think we're done here. Do you want to sign off with anything? Any final words for the first sort of episode?
Eat up.
Eat up, and
Just lift heavy, don't be a bitch.
I think that pretty much says it all. I'm done. This has been Scott, Josh, and Dane. We'll see you next time.